For lovers of the fantasy trilogy, the Lord's Rings, found out yesterday that there is a new Lord of the Rings in town. It's called the War of the Rohirrim. And those of you who remember the rise of Rohan and King, you will be familiar with this one. It's a cartoon, but first a story. Back 2 days before Legolas and perhaps even Strider, Aragorn, and all of that. In what I wonder though, what the great wizard will be there. I can't find that out. Won't matter, as it seems I've already myself been indoctrinated and turned to a wizard of some sort. And that's called me a crystal ball. Look at. Remember that warden, Gondor, who went crazy from constantly staring at the crystal ball. So I have one, and I have looked into my crystal ball this morning, and the crystal ball telling me that it will be a entire year. Quote me end of the year, and the Holy Spirit if it doesn't come out that way. However, it depends on how smart you work, not how hard. For instance, and you know, example you really want to attend. If you listen to it regularly, every week you do miss it, you can learn how to earn. Not just earn Forex, you can learn how to earn Forex from non-oil export businesses. The time-based non-oil export business is a new economic. The opportunities for those opportunities we walk about today. We reintroduce my dear friends. The muscle resumed last. I was there. Muscle brings up here with me, and it's going to be run. Opportunity course, plus how you progress in 24 and your plans for 2025. I have very fantastic numbers with you last year. Only missed this from gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. I'm among they know me now. Here we talk about non-oil export business. We also talk Fintex. So let's meet the brains. Ni Adioshun, he's a non-oil export code and a fantastic fella. How are you doing it?
Morning, listener. I'm here to everybody.
That's
to don't got any. I'm not
no, because he was only across us. What not press. Time was not his friend. It's a conversation I like to end and a conversation maybe recent, but we'll come back to that again. And I hope you'll come back to that and see how like borrowing from that. Yeah. And you know, I don't know. They are tough like the markets on the roadside. I don't know people. Talk another day. The conversation for another. Niyosh, welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you. I mean, it's
same here. What do you bring for us? you know, and they take the first off. Yeah. You know, me that man. How are you doing, brother?
Good morning, everybody. What are you better than this morning?
24.
Great year.
A few minutes. Oh, right.
It's great this year. It's great.
Okay. So we will talk a lot to we'll be amplifying the tech left, and we'll do some background. Come back to the internet. So once again, hello Nigeria, listening to so yours truly, Femi Obong-Daniels, and his men, great men, This effect is not for the facts. It's also for link pocket blinded Nigeria ready to pick up game. So this episode is on the fintech side of things. On the other hand, I talk to you everything as a fact. The support for the 2020 in respect. As part of things, we're looking at years acquire to sell your goat farm or your goat shed or your goat leg, whichever one you get started. I'm talking animal. I don't animal. It's not animal husband. It's tech. Animal husbandry and things go in the hand. That looks subliminal to this, so we in with that. We're looking at how by minimal financing and minimum in you can make things happen. So if you've got park, you've the smartphone hustle, you can live. So quick around. I'll go to days or 3 years, and is right now. Let's think well into of this week's fintech head start from us. More in Newton now. Our friends in Lagos launched the mobile letters. It's distraction. Even your neighbor's cousin can do. No, is more to talk about. You have not heard of the ideations intention that I'm looking forward to what we'll do exactly that plenty of time to talk about. And I have everything from contact, phone numbers, email addresses. I'm not share it with you right now, but you can get in touch. So let's leave Lagos and go to where there startup is making waves by crowdsourcing its way success through microloan via social media. Right. If you can tweet, you can fund it. And I'm talking late intervention. It's all that microloans at that cost. I'm not in you as to say that there are opportunities up. And then I'll go to Tarkot. Well, there's now a peer-to-peer lending app. In that few vessels have developed a peer lending app that costs less than your plan. That is to revolutionize how we bring our host. Okay. So if you want the details I can share from while wallet is to Abuja crowdsource microloans for call to lend app, the message is clear. Nigerian tech is buzzed in the control dash. What they need is fun, unit, think, for creativity. And IIS can come to life. So here, all is off the bank heights in 25. Think about it. Efforts of import vendors like your local Fiat Sports, digital payment, a secure code, out a budgeting design, every helping you track off money without the case work. So, just pick a micro savings app that rounds up every transaction from your daily purchases and turns into a safe for dream. Are you getting the picture? And if favorite could become a mini investor in night revolution. For million billionaires. So fast good solutions can do whatever. These ideas are proof you don't need to be ruling in oil money. Make a stash of creativity, a sprinkle of digital savvy, and of outsourcing. Lead pocket entrepreneurs and creative tech solutions that address real needs at minimal cost. And we'll be about non-oil export for all year long, but this is going to compel need for all his Fintex, all of the tech solutions created, and all guys who are brought to market with simple terms. We've got to bring to there's still more. Proud saying is something helps that, which is why we've been talking about community last year, right? The community. So if you're Fintex, and that's called here's where coming. So I'm putting all the on every sparing in up to time dream, a big idea. Let's form a massive community. A crowdsourcing. I'm not just talking about money. Massive housing community right here under the Fintex umbrella. Just imagine a platform where you can connect with individuals, even who micro investments that Fintex solution that's bring in your marketing. Platforms, nice digital brainstormings that require a little more than your passion. And that trust is smartphone in your pocket. Much more you can do. That when Nia Dios and Radak, especially men and older, when kids did not have any of good for them, but they managed to push through. It's your chance to solve real problems with lean, mean tech money. Don't need your wallet or beg for big investors. To become 24 to create a grassroots fintech move that as Nigerian, as Suya on Saturday, and we'll be talking about it every week. Make sure no big passes. Unless I'm not someone, God forbid, don't have any intentions to die. Every time here, he will share the ideas with some young man reach out to me about a gaming solution he had. I think, yes, I'd reach out to him, maybe it's too early to talk about. Like, we send that script, and that's just not me to tell you that we're keeping it. Azak, Nia, and I, Azak wanted to tell you that if you listen to this every week, you'll be the better for it. So let's cracking, you guys. Ni,
listening to you, I could tell them I was already working. Because listening to you, I remember last year, things people gave me a sense was to do export, and I turned down those investments.
Yeah, I remember.
Now, the fintech things you're talking about, right? So investment companies, some of you talk about I read how the money works, right? All that change, never very important. There's where growth can challenge you, go through time. People create. Just in my, things went right? So people out there, it is useful. Everybody is useful. It's not that everybody's useful. No. Everybody is useful. Okay? And when you look at these tech solutions, I started out at the bank, I was looking at myself, and I was serious about life. I was right. I got someone on Facebook 2 weeks ago how I was working at the bank, and I look at preschool. So I don't look at computer school. And since so, can you drive back on computers? Remember school? It was a form. No.
Somebody that has any handheld motors.
They don't. So I will take lectures between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, right? And I'll go home and get by 10 o'clock. I think I go to bank work then. Now, those investments feel and to but take somebody again. As I said, there's nothing at my life that scares anymore. I'm so grounded that I don't get scared of anything. We tell you, let's understand. I'm with a lot of confidence. I tell you, we can conquer it. The question is, what you can cover. Yes. I have my weaknesses. I have my weaknesses.
Oh, I thought you were talking generally.
No, come on. It's me. I'm the energy. You know where I'm weak. You know where I'm very weak. So you talk well to my young, all right? And to it's too late. Look, you talk, out young. Play in the midst of young people.
Yes, most certain.
If you're a fintech now, you're talking to young people, boys are 24. My developers are 24, 5 boys, sad boys. But what makes difference? It's when I get product development, I'm telling the human, I say, look, I understand consumer behavior. Yeah. So when I'm designing a product, and I'm saying, no. Remove that button from there. It's here. Understand how the consumer works. You understand? If that is instead of a lot of ones are there, right? People can help. Look at what they say. Yes. Easy use. So you understand, which means you're doing it with customer at your mind. Training, mind development, personal development is all. So we're talking like is new. We're going to drive, tell you come the ideas, and I create a lot of tools and you can do everything. When you're talking, I create somewhere. Right? One problem out there, understand. But when look at them, why not say all right? It's the part of that is just empty. We don't have enough dog developers. That's why somebody tell you hear about an application. I remember you told me about application. One guy talked about, oh, you remember that application. All right, you come and go so far. Why? Not taking their time. All right, what is on the basis? It's about solving human problems. That's the solution. It's not money. It's not you to solve. It will bring you income. It's high. And what is?
Everything about the hacker. Okay. I mean, we are some of the stuff that we were involved. Right. Where you remember, we just fix there. After do an army.
This OII
with me.
Yes.
Innovation.
Yeah.
Same of this idea. As my God, we can replicate this. We can use it again. Just bring your ideas. Let's see it. Let's come people talk. Let's be simple and break it move. So what happens if
there's it say you got but you got to we wouldn't have the right to be Nigerian if we were not of the mind and you're to these things, and that is what we're doing in 2025. We'll be right back after this.
You are listening to No One's 90.3 Nigerian info. Let's talk.
Me a question. What holds you when you're beating? The uncertainty how they will hold, and as day goes, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet beyond being enough? It's evening. It's along just tonight. Where it is, remember, how's don't find you? How you rush me? Just connect to truth. How you break free from it. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery life to keep you connected with our Airtel 5 Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop tomorrow. Airtel to magic.
Here's how we'll team on it, and then add it to the table like a fork. Season British to not season cubes. Even better. So, and actual more vegetables and the taste of cubes. They eat for good. Each day, the league option to improve yourself and meet more. Make use of these. Stay fresh all day. Unique prickly heat and bacterial soap is made with a cooling formula that cools in natural eating. Mama,
you be making the fan hash of the low account. Pundak medicine drinks everywhere. I'm with cash. You go shop at your tweak. Shop.
Are you business owner too, but would sell your property a little further? Manage your care with Boxy C.
Ban written order from one of its web notes offline yours. This web from microlife.
Boxy C helps get out there.
There's more. You also have free systems that accounting tools to try to finance
the units written in all is up to Steve you to 5 offering.
All eyes for the hair master all for you and pendants to exit and sims or call at Rotary 130172
to succeed.
Oh, I want expenses. I want shopping.
I to be until I see a filter. See my face so see what double out things.
I see today. See where Oh, excuse me. This meal pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy bam. The same. Oh, this new this release. Send your heal numbers again. I use this one.
The new and nutrients that support energy to help them get the most out of the day. Hello, and go further.
Hello, this is Martin.
Yes. Oh, Jonathan, who the hell you just beat your high? I got the 8. 3 edged and special. Call you back.
Brand essential for children is sweet in profane, which provides relief in children after taking it.
Oh, Jat. Is that in case, Miss Johnson? Yes, ma. Julia is fine now. Sorry, ma. I'll.
Brand children, product of the most simple substitutes culture. Up to run back say.
Attention, comers, like is you. Head to the nearest tool shop with your IN. Our friend Steph will beat you like back up running. Don't blind or touch.
A reason to imagine.
The kitchen game, plus and Abala MVP. Player yet heavy rival. Beef and boy with a new free bag chicken flavor. Game changer. The flavor for me of an unselly break. Couch game in the kitchen. Even the taste of your everyday dishes, a delicious rich flavor. Oh yeah, so.
You get chicken for nation.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. And that's not
Welcome back to Fintex. Time no day, like they say. So we're going to first Union 25. It's a month. It'll be big, no doubt. Just before we went on that break, we're talking about what we could do. Sometimes you learn that there is no point waiting for ideal circumstances, waiting for government, waiting for this policy. Last week I had a good laugh talking about some of the policies that came towards the end of the year, and it seemed like They came in
zero oil.
Came in trickles, and so I mean, you do not wait. And at Nigeria Info, we have no intention of waiting any further. So it's a good thing to do, to create a hub for young people. And when I say young people, I don't mean that if you are a 50-year-old man with an idea, we do not welcome it. That's not the point. It's just that it's the young people that really that own that space, and it's a market for ideas. So many young people. Special thanks to those who play their part. We've had this thing with the Tony Elumelu Foundation for a while it does what it does across the African sub-region. I mean the West African, I guess across Africa. Across Africa. But at the end of the day, it's still a drop in the ocean.
Very true.
It's just still a drop in the ocean. And there's still many. I mean, last week just opened my mind at the number of individuals who reached out and said, I have ideas. I have fintech solution ideas. So it's one thing to have the ideas. It's another thing to really find the muscle to make it happen. And the saying about a threefold cord. So a twine.
Broken, yeah.
Just to help you understand it, the normal thread that you use to sew your clothes, just unleash that thread that you are going to put in the needle, and then you snap it. It snaps easily, right? Okay, fold it. Try to snap it. It will be a little harder, right? You can still snap it. Okay, fold it one more time. Make it a 3-cord. You see, that's how twines. Those twines you see, those heavy twines, is little individual threads that are coming together and intertwined that become a formidable piece of twine. And that's just the analogy, how you can understand. You come into the same space. We crowdsource. And then if there is big money that's required, we could use the power of, everybody, the power of name. Some of us don't have money. We have small name. Others have a small experience, small qualification here and there. We pull all of this thing together and find the money wherever we need to. And then there is also that thing about the ability to just pitch your ideas and push it forward, push it to the next step, and just stay there and create real meaningful impact. I think we can do it if we are determined for 2025, and we will start. We don't need any permission to start anything. We will just start. It starts with your mind. Once your mind begins to tell you you need to recalibrate to do stuff, then start. No matter how small. Start with one person, 2 people. I've already started with 2 people. So 3. Kofi Bartels is also here. And Niya Adeosun is here, Razak Olaegbe. And a couple of individuals I had noted last week. Let's start. Not to mention that those of us who are parents now, who have kids who are teenagers and all of that, you see the kind of stuff that these kids are doing. It's amazing, and we just want to encourage them. Just encourage them and see how it creates solutions, easy, practical solutions to everyday problems. We said we're going to open the line, so we might as well. Feel free, if there is anything, you may have sent us messages. I would look at the messages quickly. The studio WhatsApp line is 0809-597-5805. However, the WhatsApp number that you can interface with through, because once we are done with the show, we are out. That's it. But all week long contact is 0912-171-2885. 0912-171-2885. For many of you who reached out last week through the studio WhatsApp line, I had forwarded this all week round WhatsApp account to you, and I hope that you sent your messages and you would have had your responses. Otherwise, I'll ask Mr. Adeosun to get on it. Remember, it's just WhatsApp messages, so it's not text or calls. Okay? 0912-171-2885. You can call the studio line now, 0201-277-0993. That's our general line. Oh, I hear it's not functioning well. So go to the other line, 0201-465-7190. I guess that's our ladies line. And so we are using it for everybody right now. 0201-465-7190. Tell us how you have progressed in 2024, what you are thinking of in 2025, and how we might even be of assistance in any way. Let's look at okay, we have a call coming in. Oh, we've lost that. Okay. Don't worry. You can call right back. Here is a message from Paul from the UK. He says, "Hi Femi, the payment solution you referred to is very big in China. Alipay. Simple but effective way to transact. This is a problem that visitors from diaspora have when visiting Nigeria. To transact as a visitor, you must have a bank account. Why? P2P payment is the way forward. This creates a huge problem. This payment system can both be beneficial to residents and visitors alike. Keen to hear more about this." Fantastic, Paul. I kind of agree with you. We make our own lives difficult for ourselves. It's everything. I know because we have friends here who do some form of gaming. For instance, one play. And this is an idea that didn't start in Nigeria. They have it all over. Kenya, Tanzania, Ghana. Everything is seamless there. But they come to Nigeria. Wahala. It's layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of stress.
Over-regulation.
Stress. You know, and then at the end of the day, you know, so you come to Nigeria because Nigeria has the numbers. But for you to succeed in Nigeria, you spend a lot more because of all this layering of all of that. The bottom line is, you know, anyway, we are in conversations. That's another conversation for another day to see how we can make it even better for everybody. This is a message from Ayo. He says, "Fintex show, good morning, Femi, and oh, thank you very much for wishing me happy New Year, Ni and Razak." You say, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I always tell my friends, I don't reason in terms of years. I reason in terms of days. I don't even make New Year resolutions. I like to make my resolutions day by day because I kind of feel like, you know, when I wake up in the morning, it's as good a new day as it is a new year.
True.
And when I say good morning to you, I'm wishing you, and if I see you 365 mornings in the year, I will wish you the same thing. That you have a good morning, and that every morning be better than the previous one.
Yeah.
So you understand. And then you said you have really enlightened us. We can do more to get more from non-oil revenues. Crowdfunding is key to getting large patronage. Thanks for all you have done and will do. Thank you very much, Ayo, for that. Appreciate. Now keep your messages coming. We will come back to all of that. Ni mo wire abi mi wire.
Oh wire. Oh wire.
Yeah, I mean Kofi was just calling my attention to an interesting article. Money Point. Oh, hold on, let me be sure. Nigerian Fintex revamp operations as regulators ease oversight. That's the part. Regulators easing oversight. I just hope and pray. So oversight is great, right? But over-regulation kills innovation, doesn't it?
You know, the problem from experience, you know, is everybody wants to feel relevant, okay? And I've said this over and over again, and this is really horrible, and I'll tell you why. It's in Nigeria that I realized that the institutions see the citizens as criminals first. So they see you as a criminal first. So they are telling you that, oh, go and bring this, bring that in your own country. If you visit the US, for example, as a visitor, they will open a bank account for you. You are just, because you're going to do financial services. You're going to,
you need it.
You need a financial service to do. You need to transfer money here. You need to do this.
They'll give you the benefit of the doubt. When you mess up, they deal with you.
They deal with you. That's what it is.
Yeah, they deal with you first.
So now they keep you, you're like, no, I've not committed any crime. I do not have any record of crime. I don't have any, not one. So why are you over-regulating me as if you have known that I was a criminal from 15 years ago,
Yeah, but I think what this article is saying, what Tech About says that the new CBN directors who have come in, with this current CBN governor, they seem to be more friendly to the fintech companies.
I hope.
Yes, so they're more of looking like for collaboration with the fintech sector, than the guys who were there when Buhari was around. Yeah. Those guys didn't understand what was going on.
Let me even give you a typical example. So I'm in fintech. So I know fintech founders. All the big fintech founders, we know them, right? There was one particular, what we call an API, that we're using to verify BVNs, right? So one day we woke up, and the so-called guy who is under so much investigation now, that's building 7 and something houses in Abuja, suddenly just withdrew that API that we're using.
He withdrew it?
Yes. We woke up.
That's the former central bank guy.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes. He put it on. Emefiele, yes. So
do we have a call? Let's. Hello. Don't lose your thought. Okay. Hello. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning to you. I'm fine. Thank you. My name is Gabriel, calling from Lekki.
Welcome, my brother.
Hi, Femi. Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm
good.
Just a question about you mentioned something about teenagers. I was wondering if you could recommend online classes or stuff that can keep these teenagers busy, maybe during the weekends or after school hours. Do you guys have or provide stuff like this for the teenagers coming up to get them more aware? Because they're on their phones, they're on their tablets, they're on their laptops all day, and most times they're not being productive. Let's be truthful. So I'm thinking of something whereby kids can log into, parents can subscribe, kids can log into platforms whereby kids are learning.
I agree with you 100%, and that's what collaboration does. I remember we collaborated with one such that gave coding classes to kids as young as 7, and from 7 upwards. And you're right. And these fintech solution and training organizations are there, and we'll be looking to work with them. I totally agree. Because these kids are the things they do now. I have a 4-year-old who handles numbers in ways I can't even understand. He's just 4. He will just ask you a question. Daddy, how many 6s are in 1,315? And you are like, you rack your brain thing. And then when you just give him one answer, he will tell you no, wrong. And then he will tell you the answer, and you will go and carry your calculator. Like, how did you? What's your mother doing to you? So
such children are talented.
Yeah.
I think what I've noticed in Nigeria is that we don't exploit this talent. We don't. A lot of schools don't focus and try to bring out the talent and nurture those talents and try to make them the best they can actually be. This is one thing that is lacking, that I see. So this is why I'm asking. I have 2 kids, 2 daughters, right, teenagers, and most times they're on their phones. Yes, they I see wonderful things that they can do that I don't know. But at the same time, there should be some kind of platforms whereby they actually learn the international way of doing things. They learn and they become,
I agree. I'll make you a promise. I'll be scanning for these ones that are available here, who are willing to impact young people, and then we can support them with publicity. But for me, it's all about impact. If you are ready to impact people, then we can have a conversation. And I promise you, from next week, we'll begin to share some of these ideas. Like I said, even I have contact from the people we mentioned last week. We'll begin to share those contacts
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me.
Okay.
So maybe
Thank you, my brother.
Maybe
Thank
I should
you.
just quickly add this.
Yeah.
If there are people that are out there who focus on coding kits, please reach out to us through the number that Femi had dropped before.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, because we're building a community. We're building a community of people. You know, it's all about fintech this time around, payments, solutions. You know, so
even coding is beginning to to get old now.
Because of AI. Because
just,
look, let me tell you, there are some code snippets that you could just punch into AI and it's going to give you the correct snippets from beginning to the end.
You gotta be kidding me. Ask me what I did with my weekend. In fact, even AI got tired of me one time. He said too many concurrent requests. I was like, Ogbeni, answer me, Joe.
You're using the free version.
I tell you, I'm using the free version. But that's the thing. So that's the thing. That's the thing. It inspires you. I was sitting down with the CEO of this organization. Yes. So he used the paid version. He get money past me. So so I'm still using the free version, and we are comparing those. I was like, we're looking at what the free version. I'm telling him you'll be shocked what the free version can do, and all of that. And he was like, so on the one hand, you are like, you know, your mind is warning you, be careful with AI. Don't overindulge, Joe. You don't want to plunge deep. But the reality is, when mobile phones came out, I was one of the last people in my circle to have a mobile phone because I hated it. I was like, why should I carry a device around? Why do I want people tracking me all over the place? Now, with the benefit of hindsight, see how silly that argument was. Then, do you understand? When Facebook first came out, I remember my friend Jude, who kept saying, "Ogbeni, go and open Facebook account." I said, "That's just a glorified photo album. Why should I want to put my photos all over the internet?" It wasn't even social media there, it was the internet. And I refused for a long time. It's like, guy, you are a broadcaster. You even need this Facebook.
True.
You know. So just imagine. So, and I don't want to come back 5 years from now and say I was one of the stupid people who thought AI will corrupt you. Yes, it will corrupt. They all corrupt. You know, if you don't know what
to do with them.
I mean, TV corrupts. TV corrupted many of us in the 60s and 70s. The internet corrupts. Everything corrupts. But they are also tools. And that if you train yourself to use them effectively, they can enhance whatever it is you're doing.
We are
aligned.
And that's why I talk about the younger ones. Because, I mean, they need to be directed.
I agree.
You just leave them, then they will just do whatever they will do.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
I look forward to hearing from you next week.
All right. You spoke about the community. How do we be part of this community?
More information.
About the radio or...
More information coming. Please join us again next week. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hi there. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Sir. Thank the Lord this morning, Mr. Femi, and the guests, our always special guests there.
Yes, so Nii and Razak.
Good morning.
Fantastic.
Yes, Mr. Razak. Happy New Year.
Wish you the same.
My name is Godwin, calling from Lakwe.
Okay, Mr. Godwin.
Yes. I want to start by congratulating you, Mr. Razak, and the team on this every Monday tonic lesson you do give to Nigeria through this medium. I want to believe that the way and manner you guys are doing, if we have a fertile environment in the sense that the government that's supposed to be in charge of the welfare of its citizenry, if they should know their responsibility and make the situation, the environment decent, I think what you are doing, there will be faster results and the expanded results than we are now. The people that are there today, they enjoy the best of government support during their time, both primary, secondary, university, scholarship, in and out. But today, most of them don't care about because they carry their children abroad. And the area of education that is the major aspect of human being that can transform in terms of delivering and whatever, they neglect it. only for themselves and their immediate family, and that's all. If the government could be human enough, if they could have fear of God to look back and give support, infrastructural, educational, instrumental, and other social requirements, I think what you are doing, the result will be times how many percent of what we are getting.
Thank you so very much.
I want to continue to beg you people to continue with the good you are doing.
Thank you.
Nigeria Info is in the need of delivering in all aspects of humanity.
Thank you very much.
May the Lord continue to bless Nigeria Info and his personnel and the most that they will be giving out to Nigeria.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless
Thank you,
and
sir.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very much. Very moving. Therapy from K2 says, hi Femi, please, that gist your guest was giving on that API being withdrawn. I better continue that gist. I am into tech myself. You got 30 seconds, land, Baba.
So that API was withdrawn. So I called one of the biggest guys. It was in the US, and I sent him a message. I said, so I knew he probably would be sleeping. So I said, look, by the time you're waking up in the US, one of the most important tools that we use in work has been withdrawn by CBN.
Wow.
So I thought he was asleep. He just responded, you understand? He said, really? I said, we need to form a force as fintech founders, all right, where we can demand the things that we need. That is the same person that has looted the country so much.
Okay. We will continue this conversation next week because you've started to vex. We got to go. So here's my challenge to you. If you've got an idea, even if it's just a spark, join us, okay? Pitch your vision, share your plan, and let's build the future of fintech together. There will be more information, but you've got to join us next week. For now, go to that number. Drop your messages. 0912-171-2885. We're out of here.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise, the sound of your...
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.